applause.
I had to because of that intro. That deserves more applause. What you talking about? Look.
I'm going to take the buttons away from you. So, if you're wondering, why am I seeing Having Fun with J and J? It's Friday night. It's 6 o'clock Central and 7 o'clock Eastern. I asked the same question myself. I'm like, Jeanette.
Because we're flexible to everybody who comes on our show.
I called her like 3 times. Are you sure we don't have a 12 o'clock show? Are you sure we don't have a 12 o'clock show? No, we don't, because we have a very special artiste in our midst. Again, from the Tampa area.
Yeah.
And we decided that it's okay for us to break the bounds of status quo. And we are going to kind of deviate a little bit tonight, Friday night. Everybody's off today. Everybody's off today anyway. So today we have a wonderful woman, and she has a very cool business, which I know everybody knows these places because everybody goes. But you always know that if you don't have a good person doing this to you, it's not good. So it does take skill and artistic ability and everything else. And we want to welcome that artist to our show today, Nikki Farraro.
Hey, Nikki Farraro.
Give her,
you gotta give.
Thank
okay,
you.
fine.
Okay.
You gotta throw that in there, girl. I'm gonna get one that says like this. Okay, for you, Nikki, this is just for you. I had to throw that in there.
That's great.
So we are going to have some fun today with Nikki Farraro from the Soho Hair Men's Grooming. Gotcha, guys, right? You were thinking she's doing chicks' hair, but she's dealing with the dudes.
Have you seen her car? I think it's the most sexiest thing ever.
Oh.
God almighty. I'm looking at this car. I say, I wonder if they sell frames this small. It's gorgeous. I mean, this guy is like hunka, you know? And then she told me that everybody in the back think it's her. I told her, say yes. I had to throw that
So, Nikki, start us off. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's going on with you, girl?
Go ahead, girl. Just
Well, okay. So I've been in hair for 20 years, but I've also always loved the Lord. He is like my everything. So, so for me, that's a big part of who I am. I'm ordained. I went to school for ministry. I went to school for hair, and I kind of combined the two.
I like that.
You know, so
that is
you're going to get a little bit of this and a little bit of that when you come to my shop.
I can see her going. This is how I think. I can see her cutting the hair. Do you know Jesus? You better say yes, or you're gonna have a bad hair day. It's like that's Fernando and Jesus.
A little more subtle.
I see. My curiosity. The first question that I had when I was, as most of you know, Jeanette and I don't discuss. We have on the show. I get to find the person as soon as I start to do this live, and I don't.
You never knows who we have on.
I never know.
Ever. I always think it's gonna be good.
Okay, the dude. So you like cutting men's hair better than women, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And did you cut women's hair before and then go to men, or were you automatically?
So where I went to school was near the MacDill Air Force Base. So,
I know where that's at.
Yes. So it's no longer the school that I went to, Cutting Edge, is no longer there. But at the time, 20 years ago, we were cutting a lot of military and Army guys. So it just happened that way. And then when I got out, I wasn't sure, if I wanted to specialize in men's. So I went to a full service salon, and after 8 months, I I had an opportunity to take over a men's studio on South Howard, hence the name Soho Hair. And I opened my studio. My friend had actually moved to Manhattan and gave me her whole entire book of men. So that's kind of how I got into
Wow.
it. She moved to Soho and I opened up in Soho where she left off. And so I began my career there, and it was, so I inherited, a whole clientele book,
Wow.
8 months
That's a
out of school.
blessing.
So yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah.
Well, it's funny because people will say, well, she got all these clients, but it's almost harder in a way because you have to break in, you have to convince these guys, okay, I'm still going to do it right. And then you have to keep them.
Mm-hmm.
And if they've been used to another stylist or hairstylist, then they're going to, kind of say, well, it's not how they did it, or, you didn't, so it's a gift, but then you have to keep it on giving, right?
Right. Definitely. Yeah. I was just a natural at men's hair. And I don't know, I when I was younger growing up, I always hung out with the guys. So it was just so natural.
I think we all did at that time.
Yeah.
We all did. When we were young, we were always hanging out with the guys. My mom said they were better to hang out with because at least you won't get stabbed in the back. I never got that phrase until I got older in high school. And I went, oh, so that's what she meant.
Exactly.
And they're protecting you too. They're big boys.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yep.
I have my football player.
Is that same shop that you open now, Soho Hair Men's Grooming, is that the same shop that you started with and now it's yours, or what happened?
No. So the owner, so it was a really cool shop back then. It was a car detail shop and a barber shop connected. So guys would get their cars detailed. They'd come in and get haircuts. And it was amazing. It was like a
convenient
shop for guys,
Oh my gosh. That's a convenience.
That's like a built-in, like, that's like having a candy shop with the kids, It
was perfect. So they would get their cuts while their cars were getting detailed. And I was there, let's see, I think 5 years. And then she shut down and I opened in a different part of South Tampa. And then eventually I moved to West Chase. And I barbered out of a different shop for a while. And then COVID happened. I went mobile for a very long time and just opened my shop 2 years ago with the clientele. So, and it's been going really well. So
that's great.
Kind of been my little journey.
I got to ask the quirky questions, but what has been, and I always ask this to everybody, what has been the most craziest haircut you ever cut?
Well, I would say probably back then it was the mullet, before the mullet was cool.
I think
now the mullet's cool
too. I think I saw some guy with a mullet. I'm like, oh, dude, no.
Yes. So, that's always, back then you're thinking, okay, this is not trending. But somehow over the years, we kind of pushed it.
So do you actually go to barber school and cosmetology, or how was your training?
So I am a cosmetologist with a focus on men's hair. I didn't go get my barber's license. I have a cosmetology license. Mm-hmm. So, but you can still, your focus can be color, it could be men's, it could be, whatever you want to do within that cosmetology license. You don't necessarily need a barber's license to be a men's groomer.
Oh, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. But you have to have it for women, though?
Yes, for women. A
Oh,
cosmetology license for women, yes.
okay. So
I
what's
mean,
the
you can
difference?
cut,
I
you can
mean,
cut women's hair if you're a barber, but if you're going to barber school, you're going for that
But
particular.
barber school entails like beards and like the whole face thing for men,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
So, which, more and more men, I have to say, this is the most beards that I have ever seen in my life, as far as, mostly up until about 2010, 12, most men were clean shaven or they had like a mustache type of thing. But now it's like every dude wants a beard.
Yes.
And I think it's just they really hate to shave because I know it's rough. It's not fun.
is it I know there's so many type of different beard, but I like the beard though. It's like it reminds me, first of all, if I see a person, I'm into the guys that are like white hair, white beard, real long. It reminds me of ZZ Top for some reason. I grew up in that area. I love ZZ Top. So I used to love, I was like, wow, I like that beard, So and I see people in our church with a beard too. I'm like, no, wow. So yeah, they're they're really gorgeous. It depends, how they grow into it. But I wonder if it's because of everything else that's been going on, and people, they don't want to catch the diseases, so they just rather have a beard to protect them from all that junk coming in their face.
A lot of the military guys, like my son-in-law was Navy like 18 years, and now he's out and he will not shave.
Nope.
He'll groom his beard and stuff. He's got a very nice beard.
Yep.
And the other thing is the women like the men with the beard.
They do.
There's like TikTok things and Instagram things of guys who have shaved their beard and not told their family, and the wife comes home and she doesn't even recognize her husband,
right?
Because he's clean shaven and he always had a beard.
Right.
So I don't know. I kind of go back and forth. My husband has a goat and a mustache, and I don't like him in a full beard. But I don't like when he shaves the mustache.
Oh, yeah. Really? He's totally different.
Yeah. And then my son-in-law, I love him with his beard. My daughter's like, you better not shave it. I like it.
But something that's really important.
Beard grooming too? You do all that?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. But something that's really important for men is they need to keep their beards clean. Mm-hmm. And you have to wash them. You have to oil them. You have to comb them. You have to brush them. You have to train a guy with that, because some guys, they look great with beards, but they're not caring for it. And it's like a house for bacteria if you don't.
Oh my God.
Just saying. So you have to really keep it clean. And that's why they sell all the beard washes and, the oils and the things like that to keep it spick and span.
Well, do you have a line of products?
So I don't have my own line of products, but that is something I am considering, because there's such a need for it, and you find the products that are on the market are not as healthy as you would want. There's some chemicals.
That's what I was saying.
I don't like that. I would use oils more so, like
goat milk. Natural. Goat milk is really good too.
Yes, yeah. Goat milk. Things with no phthalates, no silicones and various things that they put, because you think that's all going right on your skin. It's going into your scalp. It's going into your pores. So you have to be extremely careful. So I've been shopping some different lines. One is out of, where is it? Brisbane, I think. So Australia. So,
wow.
So yeah, I'm looking at doing that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just use like what's on the market, American Crew, various lines like that. So
would you rather do a shave? Like, I always know, like, the high and tight. I'm from San Diego, so we have the Marines and the Navy, and my son-in-law used to do that. Jeanette was military, so girls had to do the bun thing.
Yeah, we always had to have. I actually have a hole in my head. 26 years. I have a hole, like my head goes like this, and I have a hole here where the bun used to be all these years, and you put a helmet on top. You gotta have it there. So it really, I have a little dent in there to put the bun.
Oh, wow.
So every time my hair grows and I put it, it goes right in. It's really funny, but I'm like, who does that? But it's true what you said about the military. The men usually will let all their hair grow because they're always told you gotta be a high and tight, clean shaven and everything. And women, what we need to do is when we get out of the army, we usually let go. No more PT, no more nothing. We just want to look like, we just let it go. We're tired. That's what happens.
Exactly.
We're tired. So, and that's what they are. They're tired. It was a lot. So that's the first thing they let go because it's easiest. They always used to get yelled at, shave the hair. I'm like,
Yeah. Surprisingly, men are wearing their hair much longer now.
Yes, I noticed that.
It's amazing.
Is it a trend now?
Yes, I would say, but there's a lot of really cool cuts like the wolf cut and the llama cuts for the kids. That's been trending for like 10 years. Where they have a real like puffy top. It looks like a llama, and the sides are shaven. Yeah, so there's like.
I still don't like the man bun. I saw a side guy the other day, and he had his hair, cut here, shaved.
Yeah, and the sides.
And then the bun on top. And I was like,
no, it depends. It shouldn't be on top. It should be in the back. Because in Spain is where you see it more. When I went to Spain, I saw all the men. I mean, and their hair was shiny, real tight. And the bun was in the back. And that's what it looks like. If they put it up here, cute. They remind me of Japan. Japanese men put it up here. I don't know. Japan will put it up here because and then their hair will get chopped off when fighting the swords. I know a whole history about that. But yeah, the Japanese wear it up here, but the Spain guys wear it in the back. So you got people here in the United States that want to combine both and forget it.
Yeah.
What's the wolf cut? Is that like the old shag?
Yeah, but it's more mullety. So it's very just think like pointier edges, more razor. It's more of like a razor cut. Mm-hmm. It's
So are they like chicks? Like, do they come in with a picture? Like this guy, he's like 45, kind of got out of shape, and then he brings this picture of this dude that's 25, all buffed, and he's like, I want to look like him, because we do that. We bring the picture of Angelica, whatever, and we got, I want to look like her. It's like,
oh, they do.
Yeah, I did that. AI made me, I said, AI, put me with short hair. Which style do I look best in? And I'm going to show it to you. It gave me the style and it came out exactly that. I was like, girl, you hit it on the dot. I was like, woohoo. I said, oh my gosh, I really got to show this picture because it wasn't me. It was AI. And I said, give me the best look for my face, right? So it took my picture and it threw this thing at me. And I'm like, okay, that is cute. I sent it to my daughter because I told her, what do you think about this haircut? She goes, Mom, it's cute, but are you sure you're ready for that? And I went, yeah. And where is it? I'm gonna see it. I see when I want to find it, I can't find it. Okay, so here it is. So this is the haircut that AI did.
Close.
You see
that? Yeah, your stylist nailed it.
Yeah, she did. And I said, oh my MG, what? Oh my gosh. So yeah, she really did a great job. I said,
just can't imagine guys doing that. I guess they do, right?
They do.
Yeah. But I like it because I use my own face. See, if you tell AI, give me a short Dixie cut, but it's not your face, you end up liking it. When it is on your head, you go, I've done that. I'm like, yeah, no. And then one style that I know that many beauticians have a hard problem with, which I've had 2 instances that I was in another state, I didn't go to my beautician here, is that when I wanted the bob long in the front and stacked on the back, oh my gosh, they had a hard trouble with that. And I'm like,
Curly.
it never,
Because your hair is curly.
like, that's the whole thing. A good beautician will tell you your hair is curly. It's really not that. This wouldn't fit unless you're gonna blow dry it. Unless you're gonna blow dry your hair every day, this is not gonna fit for you. And they never told me that. So here I am, curly in the back, and this thing on the sides with big ears because it's all curly puffed out. It did not look right at all. So I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work, because that's how I got this cut. My hair was longer, you know, Jenny, like it has on the commercial, on the thing. My hair was really long. I told somebody, I went to, you know, I'm gonna give you props. I never want to go to these fast butt haircut places because they don't know what they're doing.
No.
And I'm not going to mention no names, but they're fast. They just wet your hair with water and they clip, 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 clip. If your hair is easy, fine. But if you want a style, you can forget it. So I went to her thinking I knew that what she was doing. And I said, I want a bob. And she goes, I asked her 3 times, do you know how to do a bob? She goes, yeah. I said, do I need to show you a picture of a bob? Because I've had a bob before and I know what it looks like. So you want to go ahead and you want to make sure you know how to do a bob? I know how to do a bob. She did my hair, left it long in the front, in the back, and only made my hair like this, you know, like going down. I said, this is not a bob. And I'm not one to cause a scene. I'm not. I'm not the one that causes a scene to be telling her off and making a scene. I'm not the one. I'll just go to somewhere else and never go back to her again. And then some people don't go to her, you know? So I had to go then, trusting her. I was fed up. And it was the next day. I said, this is not going to work. So I went, and I used to put it behind my ears. I would come on the show, Jenny, with my hair, and my ears were always behind my ears because the bottom was here long, short, and the back was straight. I'm like, that's not a bob. What the heck is wrong with people? So I went to my Dominican. Now, I don't know, but we have an experience with Dominican haircut. You know, Dominican got curly hair. So they got to know how to do hair, and they will burn your hair when doing the blow dry. You'd be like, but you know your hair's getting done right because it's The Dominicans know how to do hair. So I asked her, I said, she made this, and I don't know. And that's when I showed her the AI picture. Can you give me this? She goes, oh, that's going to look cute on you. And I went, oh, yeah, okay. Got a lot of compliments all over the place. Like church said, oh, my gosh, it looks so cute on you. You should leave it like that all the time. So it depends where you go. I know you're with me, Nikki, because I'd rather have a private beautician like yourself than going to the fast cut, don't know what they're doing kind of place, you know? And I wish it didn't exist. I really didn't. They do it for cheap for $15. Now you know why.
You know, exactly. Nikki, when someone comes to you, a guy, you know, and says, this is what I want, part of what you have to do is kind of get him to say, that's really not going to work for you. Have you had that where they're like, no, this is what I really want?
Oh, yeah. It's all in the consultation. You have to, you know, take 5 minutes or however long it takes to be on the same page. And if we're not communicating, because some people will say what they want, but they don't understand the terminology. And so they're saying one thing, but meaning another. So I have to break it down for them. And I'm really good at doing that. So we communicate until we understand. But I always tell them, hey, bring a picture in because it helps. And I just, the other day I had a guy, he was like 50. He came in with a really cool cut. It was the Brad Pitt where it's like shaved up all the way to the top, like the temples, and then the long in the middle. It came out amazing on him. So he's like, can I pull this off? I'm like, you can. So he left. He was so happy.
Yeah, that's that they don't have that anymore. Like I love private beauticians that just will tell you the truth. I like, you know, they'll tell you the truth, like, no, you can't. No, Like if I would have went to my Dominican and told her I wanted a bob, she probably would have told me, yeah, no, you know. So you
I
need
like the fact that I think men, coming from a woman's point of view instead of another dude,
yes,
it's got a different connotation to it. Where another guy's like, yeah, it's all right, looks good, but you're coming from a woman's perspective, they're more inclined to say, okay, that's what I'm looking for, right? Especially if they're, do they come in, by the way, with their sons, get their first haircuts?
Yes. Oh, yes. I have a lot of father and sons. Yeah.
They're all curly, and then you cut them, and they're all looking like,
yeah.
From like 5 to 12 in like 1 second, I think it's all boys, and then that's so cute. I just love them.
Yeah, we do little fades. They get little fades. They look like little men. So,
yeah,
yeah, that's
and he
cute.
dance with them, and so that's it. My son-in-law takes my grandson to get his hair cut, and my daughter used to do it because she used to cut his hair, just the shaving thing, because it's military. Like, there's not too many things you can do to it. But then you just shave it all. If you screw up, you just shave it all.
So how about hair coloring? Have you ever had, like, I know now these days I'm seeing it because July 4th is coming, red, white, and blue. And I'm like, oh no, not on your hair. I mean, they've been doing that. Have you ever had strange cuts like that, or it's like the weird colors?
No, not so much. Most of my guys, are probably over 30 to 60, somewhere there. So I don't get a lot. I get a lot of gray coverage. So men that want to cover the gray,
I don't know why. I love men with gray hair. I love men with gray hair. I mean, they look so beautiful. Some men, they just look so with the gray hair, and it's not like us women, like we want to cover our gray hair. I don't. I look forward to it, but I don't want to look like a porcupine.
You know what though? The trend is though to go gray, but it's done chemically. So instead of just letting the thing about it is when you color your hair, especially for women, it does give it a little bounce, some body to it. Yes. So if you're just going with your hair like au natural, it tends to get like flat, and it doesn't have the same texture. So if you look at women like Patricia Heaton is one. There's a couple of gals that have gone gray, but it's done chemically. So instead of having the bits and pieces of the gray show, it's done all at once. And I think I would do that. I'm getting ready. I'm thinking about it.
Don't mess up with Farrah Fawcett, okay? Because I always call her. She got that Farrah Fawcett hair, and she is like, I love her hair. It's nice and thick. She's very healthy, and this hair is like, I wish I had that Farrah Fawcett hair. Like, I call it
a little gray.
Yeah, it is so cute.
I was thinking of going. The last time I talked, if I was in Florida, I would come to you. But the gal that's here, I'm like, what if I just started instead of covering the gray? I kind of, and she goes, well, it's going to take a little bit to do that. And I'm like, what do you mean? Just, because I don't really know what my hair looks like under this.
You don't?
I don't know, because I've colored my hair forever. Even when it wasn't gray, I hennaed my hair, Nikki. Oh, I had blazing red hair. And
oh, yeah, you should see her earlier pictures. Yeah. She's a boom redhead, Now
I'm a tamer redhead, but it's funny that men used to make fun of women all the time when they got their hair done, and now the men are spending, they have to go more often because their hair grows out, right? Yes. 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
At least. I have some guys that are every 2 weeks.
Oh wow,
that's good for business.
Well,
that's really good.
We've reached that point where we're gonna show some commercials.
Oh, we have commercials.
Right back. Yeah, we do. It's pretty nice. We got oh my gosh, I can't wait. Okay, we'll be right back after these commercials.
Creations of the Heart Art. More than a clock, a memory. At Creations of the Heart Art, every clock tells more than time. It tells a story. From beautiful roses and elegant florals to unique creations celebrating family, home, and the people we love. Every design is carefully handcrafted with creativity, imagination, and heart. Whether you love elephants, nature, vintage treasures, or meaningful keepsakes, we create pieces that reflect your personality and your memories. From playful favorites to nostalgic classics, every clock is designed to spark joy. Because the best gifts aren't found in stores, they're made from the heart. Discover your next treasure today at Creations of the Heart Art, where time becomes
Welcome to Creative Wellness, a journey of transformation, a journey of friendship, a journey of becoming healthier together. Join Jeanette, Jenny, and Jeffrey as they take on a real-life wellness challenge. One day, one choice, and one step at a time. Together, we'll explore healthy habits, movement, motivation, accountability, and the power of community support. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Whether you're beginning your own wellness journey or simply looking for encouragement, you're invited to walk alongside us every step of the way. Real people, real journey, real results. Welcome to Creative Wellness. Let's grow healthier together. One step, one day, one you.
Remember the excitement of checking your mailbox and finding something special waiting just for you? Now you can experience that feeling every single month with the brand new Postal Ink Exchange. For only $12 a month, you'll receive a mailbox surprise filled with creativity, inspiration, and fun. Every month includes an inspirational card, a beautiful postcard, a recipe collection card, exclusive vendor discounts, fun magnets and stickers. And every month, a special surprise waiting in your mailbox. The Postal Ink Exchange is more than mail. It's happiness delivered from our heart to yours. Support small businesses, discover unique creations, and enjoy the joy of real mail again. Join the Postal Ink Exchange today for only $12 a month, exclusively from the Creative Spirit channel, where creativity
Jeanette, your hair has changed over the 3 years. Nikki, if you could keep a history of what your people look like from the beginning, Jeanette would.
I started on the show bald, no hair at all, no hair, and then it started growing back, and then it grew back a little bit.
These were wigs, and every week she had a different wig on.
Yeah, I had 18 of them.
That's fun though.
Yeah, yes. It is. I had 18 wigs, and they were all natural, and it was the best. I didn't know. She never knew what hair I was having. Like, what are you wearing today? And I would come, like, if I want a Jennifer Lopez look, I would wear the long brown one. So after my hair grew back and I was healthy again, I went ahead and donated all of my wigs to the nearest place that donates and help women with cancer. And so I was real happy doing that because it just, they have to go somewhere, and those wigs are expensive. I'm not lying. I spent like $1,800 for each one of them. It's like $100 a piece for each. So, but it was worth it, and I don't mind. I got my hair back. The Lord gave me my hair back. But Nikki, we were talking before we got on. It was something else that you do, right? You have another business, and you're working that one. What is it that you do? Go ahead and explain.
So I work for a ministry, and I am the operations of our publishing department. So it's absolutely amazing. The ministry is called Warrior Notes Ministry with Kevin Zadai. It's amazing. And our books, we put out probably about 60 books a year. And we have books coming out all the way till 2050. So it's a huge production. It's not like a couple books a year, because he has a school of ministry, and it's, yeah, we do study guides. We have ebooks. It's just a massive publication. So
what are they on specific topics, or are they Bible inspired, which they probably all are, but I mean, what are the books actually about?
So I can give you a little bit of his background. He actually had where he died and he went to heaven. He encountered Jesus. So he has, most of his books are not specifically about that, but encounters that he has and messages that he's supposed to share with the people today in these times that we're living. So it's they're all different. Some of them are practical, like this one is devil busting prayers for walking in miracles. Some of them are just like 100 pages. But he has this brand new book, which is called Entrance. It is absolutely amazing. It's your initiation into the supernatural. So there's really amazing topics that he gets. They're like downloads, and they're notes of the warrior. And yeah, so
you manage this for him?
So yes, I manage the publishing department currently.
And do they self-publish?
Yes, we have our own publishing company.
So do you do the, sorry, I self-publish, so I'm interested in how you do it. So do you go like through Amazon and have them printed, or do you guys print them up yourself with your own vendor?
No, we send them out to be printed. We have a company that we work with, and then we, have them in our, we're going to be having stores soon, but we mostly do them at our mentorships and conferences, and we sell online. We do have them on Amazon as well. So yeah, you can find them on Amazon. We may be on Audible, obviously, because that's connected. But yes, or you can order them through our website.
That's awesome.
That's yeah. That's amazing. And what made you go into that? Like, what made you say, you know what, I'm going to try this?
So this is a great story. During COVID, a couple years prior, I was in ministry school and wanted to go into full-time ministry, but I was still cutting hair. During COVID, COVID shut everything down. So I was out of a job. And one of my clients at the time had seen a Facebook post that I had put asking for any kind of work during this time, because we had no idea when we were going to return to the barbershops. And so a lot of people were trying to do mobile during that time. But I remember it was a month in, and I was working some weird odds and end jobs. And I finally got to the point where I was like, I need to hone in and see what God really wants me to do. So I had this open vision where the Lord came and, was speaking to me, not audibly, but by the Spirit, but I saw his presence above me. And he said, he gave me a pen. And I said, well, what's this for? And he said, you're a writer. You're going to write sermons. You're going to write books. You're going to write teachings. And I had no idea what was coming. So I had put that Facebook post up. And a week later, I get this call from my client who saw my Facebook post, who worked for this ministry. And he said, we're actually hiring editors. And I said, this is crazy, because I just had a vision. And the Lord said, and gave me a pen, which I later realized was my father's pen. And he was a pastor, and he used to write with that pen. So it was like this supernatural encounter. And he said, we're hiring editors. And I'm like, you won't believe what God just told me. So long story short, I've been working there for 6 years
Wow.
and just got promoted to running the operations for the company, for the publishing department.
That is wonderful.
God is very intentional. And the thing I say is, God had to shut the whole world down so that I could go into full-time ministry.
That's sometimes how it works. No joke.
Yeah.
That is sometimes how it works.
So,
That's how it works.
See, you're able to balance both things that you love to do,
yes,
you
absolutely.
know, and that's wonderful. It's that you got the best of both worlds.
I do. And it's such, to me, it's all for God. So whether I'm behind the chair or I'm home working from home, everything that I do is to give glory and honor to him. And I love it because, you know, I look at my hair thing as almost like missions, you know, and outreach. And this as, you know, I'm reaching hundreds of thousands of people worldwide just from here. And it's like, because the books are international. So
question, where I met you is we went to a Christian vending event. It was an outing. It was in the park. And
yes.
what were you were cutting hair there that day?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I had set up a chair and we were just bringing people in from the park. It was Memorial Day and people were just walking around and we were given free haircuts. We were, you know, there was the gym was set up. We had massage. We had all these different offerings. And
do you like those type of vending events that you can just give back what the Lord gave you? Yeah.
Yeah. That's my part. I just got back from a missions trip last month, about a month ago. We went to New York and we did head to toe makeovers on women in homeless shelters.
I was just going to ask you if you've done that.
It was powerful. I did all the hair. I think I did about 12 haircuts that day from all different ethnicities. They were all women. They were so grateful. And I told them, I said, we came all the way from Florida to you because you mean the world to us. And they're like, you did this for us? I'm like, yes. We stopped what we were doing. We love you. And we just poured
and that's the best ministry, to let people know how God loves them, right? Because you get to minister them while they're in the chair. And let me tell you something, when you get a haircut, and I recently got this feeling, I know what it's like having your hair done, but it's not exactly what it is. But then you find this person and it does something to you. The crown of a woman, and that's what the Bible calls our hair, where they're crowns.
Yes.
And I noticed that all the older women my age or sometimes they go short, real short, like mine. I had 4 of them and everybody was cutting their hair. And I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that. And I don't think I even told Jenny. I just went ahead and I said, you know what? I got in my car, went to the late Dominican. I said, just cut it all off. This is what I want. Just cut it all off. And she was like, are you sure? She didn't know. So I sent her a picture later, a cute little pixie. I said, that's my picture. I just cut my hair. She goes, what? You know, but it makes a difference because, I mean, when they get this haircut and they are put, even if you just wash it, blow dry it, style it, one thing it does is boost their morale. You know, it helps them realize somebody does care. I just had my hair done for free, somebody, because they love me, you know. And then when you tell them that you're coming from Florida all the way to this ministry, they're like, wow, they're amazed. You know, it's
I love watching the videos of the barbers and the hairstylists that will take a homeless person, a man who's got, and there was one guy who hadn't seen his face like for 5 years.
Right.
You know, they don't let him look at the mirror. They kind of keep him away from it. And he got the whole treatment. He got the facial, he got the beard trim, and he just, it was like he wasn't even looking at himself, like because he hadn't seen his face in that long period of time. And you know, when you're in that situation, it's hard enough. Like there are people that want this, and there are people that have habits that have put them there, but there are people there that through either bad luck or trauma or something, they've gotten to the situation, and then it just pulls them down farther and farther and farther.
Mhm.
And when someone like you steps in and gives them that, just a glimmer of who they used to be,
Yeah.
because this isn't really them, this is what it's kind of evolved into. I think that's better than giving them money at that point, because the money just perpetuates. Like if you give a guy $10, it perpetuates where he's at.
Right.
Able to, or she's able to see them herself. I know there's a lot of things when I didn't have money that I gave up, like my nails, and things like that.
Right.
But I don't give up my hair. I will scrape. And when COVID hit, I was like, oh, okay, this isn't going to work, because it's not vanity. I'm going to say vanity. It's not vanity. It's caring for yourself and making sure that you're giving, God gave us this body, this thing we're in, and we're supposed to take care of it.
Yeah, he calls it the temple. We're supposed to take care of the temple because we are the church. We are the church. We don't go to a church building. Everybody thinks that, oh my gosh, that's so religious. No, we have a relationship with Jesus. We are the church. So we have to take care of our temple, no matter what that is, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's eating habits, whether it's hair, whether it's everything, And that's what he says. He literally said, take care of my temple. And because if we're made in the image of God, we have to take care of this temple. I'm sure he's not down here eating, 500 pounds on a chip. No, that's not God. God is like almighty, omniscient, and he's all over the place. So he loves to take care of the people that takes care of themselves. What did he say about idle hands?
Well, I'll never be idle, but what? So, Nikki, what do you see yourself? You have other people in your shop that work with you. You have other.
So it's like there's different lofts, rooms, studio within the place. So everybody, we have a nail tech, we have someone who does facials, we have someone who specializes in women's color. We have a kids cutting expert. So various offerings for hair and nails and pedicures, things like that.
That's a nice building. It's like having all the merchants right there of self-care. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Amazing.
That's very unique.
I don't own it, but I'm just one of the people inside. So
do you see yourself doing more with the books, the hair? Do you have other plans for the shop? Anything you're going to?
Something that's really on my heart is to do outreach and bring the homeless in, bring women in, and do transformations. That's always been something that I've loved to do. So I thought maybe since we're all there, why don't we come together and do this?
You guys should do a fundraiser inside your shop where you tell people, look, if you put in $5 towards, helping, 20 people. And then on the day that they come in, you could have everybody come in, and that would be like a fun local event, to help the public to help do that. And then they could all show up, and it could be like a party and do some food or something, and have the people come in and be able to show how well, what it does for them. That would be awesome.
That's the goal. That's the goal. And I actually am starting a Bible study with a big group of women that are coming out, not just women, but there are some men, this Monday night. And that is one of the things we're going to discuss is starting this type of outreach for homeless shelter women in shelters. So it's going to be amazing. And I think if the whole crew of people get on board, then we'll have enough clothing for them, enough supplies, tools for them, hairspray, hair care.
Where okay, that sounds like a good idea, and I want you to go ahead and email me all of that. But for the audience, where can they find you, Nikki? Where can they find you? Like if they want to get in contact with you saying, man, I really need to talk to her, because I mean, I really would love to be part of that. I want to support her. I want to, help her. She's doing such a good job, and I want to, be part of that. So where can people find you?
So you can find me. You can call my business line. It's 813-789-5242. Or you can look
813-789-5242. 5242. Okay, I'm getting ready because I'm gonna put this up there so people can have it. There's that 813-789-5242.
Yes.
Okay, good. That way, if anybody wants to call her and ask her more questions on this ministry, or just, hey, if you're in Florida and in the west side, kind of, go ahead and give us call her, and maybe you might go get a haircut, and she'll be there.
I'm thinking too, Nikki, like maybe if the local
she runs her mind a lot. See, we give her an idea. She does this all the time. That's why we're in all this thing. But I love it because you're gonna leave out of here with a lot of ideas. That's one of the things that we do. So go ahead, Jenny.
I'm just saying you could alert the local businesses that are hiring. And some of these people, when you interview them, you'd be surprised what they did before this happened. And because they're not in a position to present themselves for an interview, maybe you could have someone sit there and take down some information from them, not like a real resume, but just say, I used to be in retail, or I used to do this or that. And then once they get their bearings and they get that little shot of self-esteem going, they could contact the businesses could contact them. You could probably put like a board up of this is Joe Smith, this is Judy Smith, this is what she's available for. Take a picture of them after they're all done, and have a job board for them.
Yes.
Opportunities of where they could go for a job, and that's like that would be like a huge like community thing. That would be awesome. And we would love to have a table there.
Yeah, and giving back is one of the things that we strive to do on this channel. That's why we are who we are. That's why Jenny.
We'll put that on the channel, girl.
Yeah, we will, and we can go live on location and have you, show this ministry. And
that'd be amazing.
It's just a wonderful thing that we always we love to hear stories like that. Me and Jenny got a big heart for the needy and the things like that, and helping people. So, if anybody's out there and looking, call her, Nikki Farraro. You have her number there. She is one person that you want to get in contact with for ministries and haircut and hairstyles. And we're going to pray for her, in another show. I'll probably bring her on my Inspired Reflections and talk about her other ministry on that. So we're going to do that. Well, we reached the time already that we had. Boy, this went fast.
Wait.
It's already that time, girl. I'm like, I can't believe an hour went that fast. I didn't even feel it. I looked at the time like, oh my gosh, we gotta go. But it was
just
like
started.
We didn't get the last story. I wanted to know why she's wearing a cowboy hat in Florida, and she's not.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay. I love country. That's something you should know. And I never was into country until my mom. My mom needed a liver transplant. Like, it was a dire need. And she ended up getting the liver of a 28-year-old boy from Texas. And so after that, we all started liking country music, and we never did. And so it's really wild how this took. My mom did after, and my mom ended up living for 26 years.
Oh.
So we all just loved country. And so, yeah, that's
a great story. That's my kind of music.
That's what I'm saying. I know. I have my best friend. She likes country music. I'm trying to get into it, but I'll do a country Christian all the time. But I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I want to hear the dog leaving in the house. My girl took everything, and all. I can't do that.
Best love songs ever.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Best love songs ever.
I know. Okay. So everybody, we
Sorry,
have
thank you.
we have to go, and unfortunately it's like I really don't want to, but we have to. I have such a time schedule. So anyway, but thank you, Nikki, for spending time with us. Wait for us in the back studio so we can talk to you. And this is Jeanette and Jenny, or Jenny and Jeanette. I can't wait till you see the new outro. It's like magnificent again. But it's like, I'm so happy Jenny did the whole thing. We love changing things to grab attention. We've been with that one 3 years already. The intro and the outro was 3 years. It was due for a change. We tried little bits of pictures and here and there, but this outro is the bomb, and the intro too. So it's gonna be another 3 years before we change it. But we always get that itch, the creative spirit in us always get that itch. That's what it does. We are the Creative Spirit channel here with Jenny and Jeanette on the Having Fun with J&J show. And if you ever want to come and be on our show, it is a marvelous place to start your business and have close to you. So please call us at 727-919-4456 or write us an email at the Creative Spirit Channel at gmail.com. And if you want to get more nosy, you could go to our website, creativespiritchannel.com. Okay. And look at everything that we have to offer for a new business. Unfortunately, we don't go for multi-million-dollar companies. We only go for the mom and pops. And that's the way it is. And that's the way we're going to stay.
That's the heart of our country.
Yeah,
exactly.
I did some country. Then I could change my voice just like that if you want me to.
You lost the y'all. When you moved from Mansfield to Tampa to Newport Richie, you lost the y'all going on.
I sure did. But thank you everybody for joining us. We will play this again and again. Make sure that you get the eyes out there so you can get seen in your ministry, Nikki. But thank you, and join us again next week when we have another guest. And we'll see you next week. Okay, Jenny, you say anything?
Thank you.
We'll see you backstage, Nikki.
Sounds right.